Hi folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Den. Right, well, just come down to what I always call the mystery pond today. This is my first cast. I'm on a Waggler. Got a zoom camera down there, hopefully we'll pick up some action on that. Trouble is, there's a bit of tow on the water, and so I've only got a small area in which to get the float, but hopefully we'll get some good shots. I'm just having a couple of 3 hours in the afternoon down here, because all the ponds around where I live have been fishing really rubbish lately, and I haven't been down to this one, and specifically I haven't fished a Waggler for a long time. So I thought I'd come down and we'll see what we can catch. No particular thoughts in mind other than just see if the fish have started to bite, because as I say, after those floods from about 3 months ago, we really had nothing. If all goes well, I'll catch a few fish. What I'll do is towards the end I'll actually go through my rig and everything, but basically I'm just fishing with I think it's a 4AA Waggler. It's about 3 feet deep, and I've got corn on at the moment. As I say, first chuck I've put a few bits of sweet corn in, little tiny pellets of ground bait, that's using this little punch that I made. But what I've also got, and I've never tried them before, got some of these things. Don't even know if they'll go on the hook. I just took them out of the packet. These are called pinto beans, and I've got some other ones here which are black beans. Now look, again, I've never tried those, so we'll give it a go, see what happens. It may just be that I don't catch anything, and so it's irrelevant what bait I use, but look, as I say, we're only down here for a few hours, just for a bit of fun today, short afternoon session. Better put my glasses on, and my hat, because I'll get complained at if I don't, because of the UV, ultraviolet. Put my collar up a bit, not because it makes me look cool, because I've never been cool, but it just protects my neck a bit more as well. Okay. I suppose I might as well start with a cup of tea then while I'm waiting, because I can often wait 40 minutes or so before I get a bite here, and sometimes I never get a bite, so we'll see. Only about 10 minutes in, but I'm just going to feed a little bit more ground bait. This is that punch I was telling you about. You just put it in, a bit like a bread punch really. Just put it in, and then you can squeeze it out. Oh, a bit short, never mind. Like I say, pleasure afternoon. But I haven't seen a single fish jump yet. The wind has dropped down in the last few minutes. So if you do think my float's sticking a bit high out of the water, it's because normally when there's any kind of wind on here, you get a good undertow, and so that kind of pulls the float down anyway. So I've set up for that, only to find the wind's dropping. But as I say, I haven't seen a single fish jump yet, and it was the same. I was at another pond up the road a week or two ago, nothing there. Den's pond, pretty abysmal. So I don't know if the floods have sort of done something bad to these ponds, because they all got flooded out when the floods arrived. But if nothing else, it's not too hot. It is overcast, but there's no rain expected today. So we'll just wait and see. Drink me tea, see how we go. Oh, bit of a dib there. Is it going to go? It's bouncing around. Give it a go. Oh, is this a fish or a turtle? It's definitely a fish. Whew. Well, I was getting worried there for a while. Got to be careful, there's all rocks down on the inside here. Doesn't look like a massive fish, but hey, can't complain, can you? Whew. Bigger than I first thought though. He decided to fight under my feet. Come on. Whew. Actually, it's quite a bit bigger than I first thought. Ooh dear. Look at the rod. That was me thinking this was a tiny fish to start with. Come on. I'm not going to put too much pressure on. He's kind of dogged, isn't he? He's not one of these tearing off fish. But I tell you what, I think he's got some power going on down there. Wow. Come on, up you come. Well, it's times like this you think, don't fall off, don't fall off. Come on, fish. Wow. Oh yeah, he's much bigger than I first thought. I mean, he's not massive, don't get me wrong, but I thought he was probably about £1 when I first hooked him. Come on. Must be getting close now. Wow, he's got some go, this guy, hasn't he? Come on. This time maybe. Now, this is the worst part, when they see the net. May get away with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got him. Well, whew. Saved the blank anyway. Oh, actually, that's a good fish. That is much bigger than I first thought. I'll be careful, there's a barbed wire fence behind me. Gonna have to go on top of it. Just hooked in the lip. That's probably, hang on, get the hook out and we'll have a better look. Just get rid of that a minute. A good, oh, I don't know, that's a good £8 or so, that. See what comes up. No, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to put him back. Big, thick, chunky fish. £7 or £8 anyway. A lot more than I first thought. Ah. Yeah, this fence is only just behind me. It's probably what you can hear me clattering on. There we go. I think we're there. Gonna be a bit of a nuisance, that, isn't it? Anyway, first fish, guys. I'll feel a bit better now. Just using a couple of pieces of sweet corn on a 14. It's a B911. Sweet corn I'm not very happy with. It's out of a tin, but, excuse me, it's out of a tin, but it's actually very, very soggy. Do you know, I'm finding it difficult to see that tip at the moment. It's I've got two different light conditions. I've got a dark and then a light just around about where I'm fishing. So I'm just going to try changing the tip. Homemade Waggler, so I just pull that out, change it for a black one. But I'm also going to reshot the float a little bit. I've got too much sticking out, so I'll be back in a sec. I'll just put a couple of different shot on to trim it down a bit. Okay, just change the shot a little bit. Let's see how we go with this. Well, I can see the tip immediately. Let's just see how it trims down. Yeah, that's a little bit further down. We're not getting too much undertow today, so I've just dropped the float tip down a little bit in the water. Probably got a centimetre sticking out now. Still quite a lot for some people, isn't it? Some people like to absolutely have it dotted, but when you're pleasure fishing, I don't really feel the need. Not only that, I've actually got a telltale shot. Did I see that move then? A telltale shot, just about 7 centimetres, 3 inches from the hook. So if a fish picks up the bait, I very often get a lift bite as well. So that's a really good indication as well. Yeah, that's trimmed down nicely now and I can see it easily. Let's just check on the Yep, the camera can see it. That's how it should have been probably at the start, but as I say, pleasure fishing. You're not in competition, you're just having a nice day out. Yes. Well, that one took off. Get the line off the clip there. I was actually clipped up there. And that one certainly took off. Wow. This one's decided to fight right out in the middle, which is fine by me, but I know there's a stake in there, which is from an old barbed wire fence that used to run along here, so I've got to be careful of that. Oof. Another good fish, actually. I don't know if you can see the rod. Just take a bit off the clutch. Oof. Putting plenty of pressure on him. Nice bite too. And not as big as the last one. Just a bit more explosive at the start. Oof! Oh hum. Pulled out. Never mind. Get some, ouch, get some more bait on. See how we go. Just putting 2 pieces of corn on the hook. No rocket science here, is there, Dan? Ah, now there's a thought. So, to get back to where I was, what I have to do, I put a marker on the line, and there it is just there. A little purple marker, which I know you can't see, but I just used a purple marker pen so that in the event that I did get to the point where I had to unclip like that, I could put it back to where it was. And there it is. So, all good so far, apart from losing that fish, which is a bit annoying. Don't know if I'll get a chance to use these different beams today. Not really fast and furious. I might try those on the river, actually. I think they might go well down there, because some of these are a good size. Don't know how they're going to hair. I might try that when I go home, just to test it out. Just talking about that situation with having to unclip from the line clip there. You probably noticed I've cast it out, hit the clip, and then I've reeled in 3 turns, partly to sink the line between the float and the rod tip, but also to give me some leeway. So if a fish does take off like that, I can get the bail arm open and just unclip, as you saw. Ooh, I think that's probably going to be a... Oh no, thought it might have been a turtle because it was a tiny little strange bite, but I hit it and it's not a big fish this time. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it is a carp. Just got to watch out for all these rocks. It goes down sharply down there and there's rocks everywhere. Big sharp ones. Well, jangling away, isn't he? Not very big at all, this one. Very welcome. There he is. That'll do nicely, thank you. Probably only about £1. Flipping fence. Still managed to swallow it. Still. There we go, look, lovely little fish. Get him back. Well, 2 fish, lost 1. It's not a washout of a day at all, is it? This sweet corn's rubbish. Looks a bit like rain. They said it wasn't going to rain in the afternoon. Looks like they got that wrong too. Well, hopefully we'll get a few more bites, but I don't mind. As I say, I just wanted to come out and have a bit of fun. Definitely getting rained on though. Bit of a movement. Am I going to hit it? Just bobbing. You can probably see it on that camera if it's in focus. I nearly hit that one. And it's just sliding down slightly now, so let's, yeah. Well, what the hell have we got here? Ooh. Slow, sort of ponderous. It's definitely bigger than the last one, I'll give it that. But that was a slow bite, wasn't it? Hardly moved. I don't think the actual float actually went under. Oof. Yeah, definitely bigger. Flies are out and about in force. Come on. Gotta be so careful of the rocks down here. It's almost like a wall of them. I don't know if you can see this bend in the rod. In fact, if I go down a little bit further, look, can you see that? That is what I call a bend in a rod. He's just doodled himself around down there. Ooh, woke up. It's not exactly fast and furious, but it says 3 or 4, I can't remember now. 4 bites, 3 fish, if I get it. Out of there. Yeah, decent fish. Let's see how we go. Right in the lip. See it just at the top of the lip there. Come on. Come on. This time, come on. Come on. Oh, oh, that's a good fish, isn't it? That is a good fish. Okay. Well, that is a good fish. If I can get out of that thing there, I'd say that was a good 9 or 10 pounds. Oh, no, not even going to try. But yeah, 9 or 10 pounds. Woo! Happy with that. Could do without this barbed wire fence though. Okay. Starting to rain. But we'll get back out there and see how things go, because I'm enjoying this. Apart from the fact I just miscast. Happens to all of us, doesn't it, guys? Sometime or other. But the wind's got back up again now, so I may have to readjust my shotting. See how it goes. There's some shot there. Yep. Okay. Probably time for a bit more bait. They do seem to like ground bait in this one, but Den's pond, they don't. Strange, isn't it? Okay, let's see how we go. That's not bad. I'm still just feeding a bit of corn and a bit of ground bait here and there, and I'm actually, where am I? It's oh yeah, just a fractionally over an hour in, so not fast and furious like I say, but yeah, not bad at all. Just hope the rain stays off. It's only just that little fine rain at the moment. Some kind of indication there, sort of liner I think. Wind's got back up now, hasn't it? Not bad though. Don't mind it at all like this. Looks like rain's about to stop play, guys. I'm starting to get a bit wet here, so I'm going to turn the cameras off because they aren't all waterproof, and I'll hopefully be able to resume shortly. Oh, cancel that. I was just about to go and do it, and the float went under. What we got here? It's starting to get an odd one. It doesn't really feel like a carp. It is a carp. What do I know? Fighting very strange it was. Maybe I should just continue and get wet. Oh, what the hell, let's just continue and get wet. I'll have my sandwiches as well. It's getting really murky over there though, by way of clouds, so we'll see. May have to call a halt to this fairly quickly, because if it really comes down, I'll need to pack the cameras up really quickly, because obviously we can't have the water going inside them. I know the one behind me is an action camera, which is waterproof, but with all the cables hanging off it from battery chargers and stuff, it's not waterproof properly. So anyway, really enjoying this now. Glad I came out. This one swallowed it. Not too badly. There we go. Get him back in. Well, who knew? Who knew? Oh, off you go, mate. This flipping barbed wire fence. Right, still just using a bit of sweet corn, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my cup of tea. I'm going to put one of these beans on, if it'll stay on. I don't know if it will or not. Probably need a hair rig, but I don't know. It feels all right. Let's see what that does. Gives me a chance to have a cup of tea. Can't remember the name of these beans. It's not the black beans, it's the other one. Well, no bites on the old pinto beans, so I'm going to go back to a couple of bits of sweet corn. But definitely the pinto beans I think are worth trying on a hair rig for another day. They feel quite good, actually, quite springy, but not too solid. They'd pull through, the hook would pull through them, I think, if I use them on a hook. But as I say, I'll be using them on a hair. on the river, I think. Go back to sweet corn for now. Just very briefly then, I did say at the start that I'd go through the tackle. There's nothing special about it. As I mentioned, it's the obsolete Drennan rod. It's a Drennan Series 7 puddle chucker carp waggler, 12 foot. Again, perfectly good rods, don't have to have all the latest rods. The reel is the Nitro NTR Mark II. Sorry, flies are annoying me now. They cheap as chips, those things, and also I'm finding them very good. Don't get me wrong, they're not going to replace a very expensive reel, but I think these are about 25 to 30 pounds. Line is Guru drag line, 6 pounds, 0.25 millimeters on the main line. The floats, well, that's just homemade. It's a 4 gram Waggler loaded, and the hook is a Kamasan B911 in a size 14, and the hook length is 0.22, and it's a matrix sinking mono. As I said, there's lots of rocks around here, so I tend to use a lot of abrasion resistant tackle. In the UK, if you're fishing there, you're probably going to have to go somewhat lighter than this, but out here I'm the only one that ever fishes this pond. They don't know what bait is and they don't know what tackle is. Oh, bit of a knob. There we go. Oof. Okay, whew. Got that off just in time, didn't I? Oof. There are other ways to do this. I've got various videos. I'll put a link up showing you the rubber band method and various others to actually stop you from having problems when you unclip. Well, he's disappeared, hasn't he? Just turn this clutch down a little bit. It is actually quite a nice progressive clutch on this NTR Mark II. Certainly for the price, it's a good reel. In fact, I'd have to say I prefer this to the slightly more expensive Impacts. I think probably because underneath here you've got a nice big lever for the anti-reverse, and with my clumsy fingers from the arthritis, it's a lot better for me. They are very similar in other respects, but also the clutch ticking noise is a lot softer on this one than it is on the Impacts. Not that that's of any particular relevance operationally, it's just it annoys me when I'm catching fish. Right, go on fish. Well, at least I've had a few fish today anyway. Some good ones too. The rain would stop, I'd be even happier. Again, a nice fish, probably, I'm guessing at 5 or 6 pounds, something like that. They're actually not very long fish, but they are, well, he swallowed it, but they are very broad fish. Right, come on fish. Oops, took the hook out and then put it back in again. There we go. Ah, oops. I don't know if it's me or what, but the rain maybe, no, I thought it was slowing down, but maybe not. Probably just me wishful thinking. It's one of that sort of fine misty rains that gets you wet without you really realising how wet you are. But I don't care. I'm catching fish and I'm enjoying myself. Oh, sorry, the Nitro reel I'm using is the 4002 size. Right, just get back to where I need to be with the line as before. There we are. That's the marker on the line. Put that back under the clip and go back to right. Right, T. More fish, please. I'm not going to worry about putting another shot on the line to get that float right down. Doesn't seem to make a blind bit of difference today. Oops, too far. That's the problem with the arthritis. You don't always let go at the right time. There we go, that's better. Okay, well, rain's slowing down a bit, so cleaned the cameras, well, the lenses, or dried them out anyway. Yep, it's come very calm again, so I think I will actually put that additional shot on now just to make the float sit right. Can't be lazy all the time, then. Right, see how that goes. Make sure we can still see everything. Yep, float's in check, or in screen rather, not in check. Okay, that's a bit further down. Oh, wind's changed direction, it's coming this way now. Problem with this pond, mystery pond, is I know you can't see it, you can only see sort of part of it down here, but I'm up in a bay. There's a great big pond up that way, and it's not round by any means, but it's obviously got that sort of idea. And what happens is that when the wind blows, it basically creates a current like that, as I've said, and it gets quite strong sometimes. It just gives you a bad undertow to have to counteract. I'm not sure what happened there. It went under, but I felt like I hit it when it was near the surface, and the fish don't come near the surface here, so maybe it rose up, I don't know, but that was strange. Good fun though. Ooh. Even the small ones can pull here, can't they? Maybe he's not as small as I first thought. He's way down there. Oh, wow. That was much bigger than I first thought. Wow. Well, at least I've had a few fish. And broke my float. Damn. Have to make a new float. Mind you, it is really old, this one. I don't know how long ago I made it, probably 5 years or more. But look, I've enjoyed this, guys. It's been really good fun. But I'm probably just going to pack up now because, well, it's still trying to rain a little bit, and it's a little bit sort of like it's threatening to do some more. And of course I need to set up again. But anyway, as I say, I enjoyed that. Hope you did too. So if you did, as always, please give me a like. That always works with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to subscribe, that's even better. And until the next time, bye for now.